2. Hey folks, we're live. It's Friday. Don't usually do a stream on the Friday, at least not these days. But I have a Friday free and I want to continue with some game dev. So that's what we're doing today. We are continuing with the game dev. What I will do is mute that tab. Let Twitch know I'm watching myself. That's always a good start. And let's find some nice lo-fi kind of stuff. Isn't going to get me flagged. Thank you, Windows. I was really happy for that to be blasted from my ears. One, two. I think the volume levels are about right there. Okay, let's get these back on the screen. Don't need that window so large. Okay. Switch over to the main screen and we'll have a look what's going on. Okay, so we managed to get the waving arm coloured, which was what I was struggling with on the Wednesday. So I'm happy I managed to get that sorted. So the coloured arm is fine, it's there now. It has the colours, well the waving arm has colours. So it's there, look. There's not a thing on the back, but we don't need one. You're not going to see the back. Let's make it 90 degrees. Something along those lines. So I'm quite happy with that. I could change the paint on it a little bit so it looks like he has fingers. That's something I can work on that. That's only minor detail, and again, from the distance that the player will see this arm, you're not going to see fingers. Ooh. Let's try and get the smudges off my glasses so I can actually see. It's not too bad until you have a ring light shining at you. And you can see all the smudges. All the smudges. Yeah, that's going to be good enough, I hope. That's better. Not too many glares or anything on my glasses now. Right, so what we need to do is fix the object weighting on the armature. The armature, which is the bones, because at the moment there's a problem. There's a problem with it. So we're going to Blender. Let's minimize Unity. You can see Blender now. So we have Blender. And as you can see, got the nice little colour thing on the side here. I could do it better. You can't quite see it from my face in a way, but the colour palette's on the side here. I could do it better. I could section it off a bit better, but for now, that's how it's working. It's only if I'm going to have a lot of these, then ideally I would have to kind of shrink it down so it's taking the least amount of disk space and memory as possible. So we don't want that anymore. Can we close this window? Hola, how's it going now? In Vicis Sone? I have to apologise. My pronunciation is horrendous when it comes to English, let alone any other language, and especially when it comes to names. So I do apologise. But you're from Argentina, if I'm reading that correctly. Hello from Argentina, I'm guessing. So hello from England, UK. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thank you for dropping into the stream. We're just doing like a little fix on this object. I'm not an expert at Blender by any means. I'm trying to learn, but I do know there is a problem with this corner. The fact it's been subdivided is me trying to fix the corner. Didn't quite fix it. So I'm going to have to look at the armature. Shader sequence composite image editor timeline. I don't think there's anything I need from here. I'll probably close this, to be honest. Can I actually remove it completely? I don't need... I don't actually need this panel. Can I remove the panel? I don't know how. Maybe it'll disappear if we go back to modeling. Maybe. Rather than edit mode, we want weight painting. So I'm guessing here then. You go to armature. Most of my time I'm guessing. I'm just guessing, really. Let's make a bit more space here. Go back to object mode. Select. That's the whole thing. And then we go to weight painting. That looks a bit better. So that should have no weight. So I don't want it to have any weight at all given to any of these. But somehow I feel it has been given a weight. So I want all of this to have no weight whatsoever. Weights, assign automatic weight from bone, normalize, mirror, invert, clean. Removes vertex group assignments from which are not required. Do have vertex grouping, which I probably should do, to be honest. Bind to vertex group, bind preserve volume. Just a little bit of waving there. Select select linked. Select none. So that should have no. That has no weight. That has this much weight. That has a bit of weight. And that has all of that. And it's fine from there, it's just this one. Blend, colour, mix, front faces only, fall off, cursor. Right, okay. So doing that sets all of that to have a high weight. Now if I reduce the radius down and put the weight down to 0, I want it to have no weight whatsoever on the base. So the bottom has no weight, the sides appear to have no weight. As we click in through here, oops, everything is fixed for King Diamond. 2 tickets and hotel. Nice. How's it going, Jeffrey? That sounds awesome. Gotta like when a plan comes together. All is good. Found a really cool record store yesterday by accident. Nice. It's always good finding gems like that. My father had ordered some stuff on something called Marktplaats, which is like Dutch Craigslist So you buy things and pick it up at people's houses. Anyway, since we were in the city, we were walking around to check it out, and there was this record store with an old punk dude in it. Actually already closed, but he opened it for us. A fuck ton of metal and punk. Nice. That sounds like an awesome store. He was drinking beer, smoking inside since he officially was closed already. Was listening to some mellow local rock, but when we came in, put metal on for us. Nice. See, that's someone who likes to keep customers happy, because so, hey, everyone likes different things. We can change anything. Like, there's a place. Things, places change management all the time, but some time ago there was a place in Nix's town that we heard played metal. So we went, cool, let's go have some drinks there. And we got there and we said, oh, do you guys have metal playing here? He goes, oh, only on certain days. We goes, oh, okay. And like that particular night, they weren't playing metal. But as a few people left, not from our group, but generally in the place, he said, hey, you guys seem to be the only ones that are hanging around. I can put some metal on. So the guy behind the bar just puts like a metal playlist on for us. And we're just drinking in there, listening to metal. It was pretty cool. But yeah, well, there's a few other people in there. He kept it with whatever playlist was going. It was pretty cool. Small city, middle of nowhere, far from Amsterdam, like I am now. He was a big Ajax supporter, so I found one here in the backwoods. Nice. When I mentioned my local metal store I go to, he recognised it, told me he's a friend of the owner of that one. Nice. I suppose the sort of small record store owners tend to get to know each other if they're like swapping stock maybe, or they phoning around trying to find a particular rare record. One more follower till half 666. Yeah, yeah. It keeps teasing it. Keeps teasing it. One day. It'd be nice to sort of get closer to the 350 or even 400. But I think my numbers are staying pretty solid around there. Same, yeah. I think you really have to kind of do something special to get beyond that, I think. Like, if you're not constantly pushing for higher numbers, then I think you're not going to get them. I mean, switch the joystick, yeah. Sell nudes. Broaden the audience. So that's what I was hoping with like restreaming to like to YouTube and into Glimish and all that. Like, I'll find people that are looking for different things on different platforms. And then go, oh, okay, I didn't realise. And then maybe if they watch Twitch, they come to Twitch. If they watch YouTube, go to YouTube. And vice versa. But I said I was going to stop using Restream because it costs a lot of money to use. But I went to cancel my subscription to Restream, and they say, please don't go, please don't cancel, we will give you a massive discount. So I went, okay, just massive discount seems cool, I'll stick with that. But it gives me time to kind of think about not using it, and then sort of what I need to put in place afterwards. Joystick was mostly gay men, not only girls, so might have a chance. Hi, Southern Moats. Hey, Lisa. How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good week. Did you go on this outing to the record store? I think. Doing good. Bought very small Christmas tree. Nice. Small Christmas trees are cute. I used to have a couple when I was younger. They might still be around somewhere in the box, but they're like this, and they're tiny little balls on them. Also in the store, loved it. Awesome. Yeah, I am pretty good. It's been a good week. Today's been pretty chill. There's only 4 of us in the office, like a manager, salesman, customer service, and me. And I was the only IT person in the whole business for the past 2 days because my manager starts his vacation early. But then I'm on vacation after he comes back to work, so we kind of our vacations overlap, but he starts before mine. Wanting to buy 2 things, but my father took them from us, and now they're Christmas gifts. That's fair. It's like, well, I want them. He said, well, but I want to give you gifts, so everyone wins. I wonder if I've fixed that or not. Redoing the weights. Looking at that. Whack the weights down. I don't particularly want it to very cool Ozzy Osbourne box set, including collab with Wu-Tang on it and King Diamond City. Nice. Remember Vended, Subnot's kids. Oh yes, I remember you telling me that. Oh, nice. The cooldown thing's kicking. That's good. Bought their vinyl side version. Nice. That's a good find. Yeah, I need to listen to some more of their stuff. Probably need to get a few more metal vinyls. I need to get another box to store my metal vinyls in. Because I have a lot of vinyls that are just on the shelf. So if I'm going to start collecting metal vinyls, I need to make sure I have a box for them. Go wait, it's USA. Oh. I'm going to buy it now, but because shipping is going to get more expensive with Trump. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's changing all the export duties and all that. Much to the surprise of Americans. So, yeah, we're aware. We're all aware of the import duties. Britain had the whole Brexit thing with the import duties. Things are far more expensive now to get from Europe than they used to be. Which is a shame. Not any more expensive after Brexit for America, but obviously now Trump in, it's going to be more expensive for everyone. I only have Slipknot CDs. I think I have the vinyl by Slipknot's Children early in my house and Slipknot's albums. Oh. Right, I think I got that weight nice. Slipknot vinyl someday. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a Slipknot vinyl. You would think I'd have one by now, but I don't. I think I'm happy with the rest of that. And that has no weight. Cool. Save that. Only first 4 for me, by the way. Slipknot's discography consists of 4 albums. After that does not count. Yeah. Good cup of tea. I need to be drinking more tea in the evenings. Don't drink enough tea. Don't need to drink enough liquids generally. Yeah, the music kind of went in a lesser kind of direction. Still some good songs around, but can't beat their the first 4 albums. Still great live though. It's one of the bands that I was really surprised how much Nick's got into watching them live. Familiar with My Chemical Romance? Yes. I like a few of their songs. I have a lot of emo friends, so end up listening to them. Got awesome picture disc. Went wild in the pit. No pits. Nix and I had little camping chairs, fold-up chairs. We just popped down, sat there keeping warm, and just watching all the fire going up. It's really cool. It was fortunate it wasn't so packed. Like some years I've been at downloads, and you can't move shoulder to shoulder for people like way back. But fortunately, there was a bit more space, and once you got so far back, people were actually sat down. So we kind of sat in the self-made seating area because people just decide this is an area where we all sit. There were some people trying to sit in the areas where people are standing, and that just doesn't work. But it was fun. Previous years when I've seen Slipknot, I've been pretty close to the front. But I am old now, and I just don't have the energy to kind of survive that. I like to sit and watch. Yeah, it's especially bands which have a great show. Things like Kiss. Like I don't need to be standing to see Kiss. They're a great show. You can sit back and watch. Certain bands you want to bounce around to. In which case, you can still do in the chair. You can kind of chair bounce. But others you just want to really sort of express yourself. Uh, Posted in rave warehouse. There's a reason I called it a rave warehouse, because it's supposedly rolls off the tongue, but not so much. I don't want to get Discord Nitro. Oh, excuse me. Oh, nice. Is that like a Black Parade? That's a really cool disc. Yes, awesome. Good find. Love MCR. Awesome. Yeah. Like I say, I got lots of friends who are into emo music and love MCR, and I've seen. Have I seen them live yet? Yeah, I must have seen them at least once now. It's on the picture disc wall now. Nice. Yeah, you got to display these things. I'll do it again. I broke my glasses at work, and I thought, I have super glue in my drawer. So I super glued my glasses while at work. I couldn't work for like 20 minutes, which, oh dear. But obviously the glue was not enough. Plus it was only in one spot. I only put a single spot because I didn't fancy gluing my glasses to my face. Picture discs not for playing. Yeah, I have one or two like hardcore picture discs, so I end up playing those because I wanted the song as well. I should have really bought black vinyl versions, but yeah. What's this silly game about? This silly game. I've come up with a name for the silly game now. I think I might call it Revolt Overthrow, because we're thinking Overthrow. But let's bring up Unity. So we're working on this model at the moment. But how's it going, Cube? I like the name. This game is about throwing things at castles in a act of defiance and revolt against those who kind of oppress. Kind of slightly punk in some ways, but you're like a villager and you're not happy with the lord who owns the land, so you just end up throwing things at his house. And so this arm is supposed to be the arm of the lord. That's how integrate into things. But once you've hit the house enough, it crumbles, falls to the ground, and it's left with a pile of bricks. I see, interesting concept. Thank you. It's been likened a little bit for like Angry Birds in some ways, but it's not just knocking things down. It's got a little bit of a story. Going pretty good. Just some late night work myself. Nice. What are you working on? Is it like coursework, college work, school work kind of stuff, or you working on like a project? But yeah, this little hand here, this little arm, will be in that pile of rubble. But the model's not quite right on the movement, so I need to fix that. On the game as well. Nice. What framework are you using? Are you using something like Unity or Godot or what's the other one? Unreal. Or Roblox. I know Roblox studio is quite popular. Yeah, I have to see how big that arm looks. It seems feasible because that's a regular human. Awesome, it is awesome. There's definitely needs to be a lot of encouragement for indie game developers because AAA developers are corporations. They make something to make money, not for entertainment. Be right back. Aussie food time. Okie dokie, Lisa. Go feed the Dark Lord. I'm familiar with Unity and Unreal, but at the moment only worked on a concept idea, mostly law. That's perfect. I'm working on the law and concept for another game. So I'm doing what I'm referred to as my big game. If this is my silly little game, I'm working on my big game in concept. Writing the story, writing the law, writing the dialogue, just writing everything that doesn't need a game environment opening. Because this, to a certain extent, this is easy. Like, there's a few mechanics and kind of gamey bits that you need to work out, but this is just making a thing do a thing when you do a thing. You need to work out what the things are. And I think personally that's the hardest thing. So if you make an interesting story, a good lore, a good concept, something that people want to put time into, and then you just use the engine to present that. I do agree, yeah, games are seen by big companies as risk-reward investment, yes. Which is understandable. They're not going to be in business for very long if they can't guarantee money. They are a business, they're a company, they make a product, the product is designed to make money. I understand that. But it doesn't stop you from making a good experience. And there are game companies out there like CD Projekt Red. I know they've been slated for things like Cyberpunk, but again, they were under a lot of pressure and they ended up putting out a subpar product. But to their credit, they kept working on it and they made it something great. And they've also been working on The Witcher 4, which you can understand that they've not put too much time into Cyberpunk when they know that The Witcher 4 is coming out. And again, I know a lot of the lore and the story from The Witcher is come from other materials, but they've put that into a gaming environment. Love the lore I came up with. It's how it started, and it's making, and it's made working on the game super fun. Awesome. That's, if anything you're working on is not fun, it becomes a chore. You kind of dread to go, I have to do some work on this thing, and I hate feeling like I have to work on something that was a passion. It's true, not only money that matters, which seems to be a big blunder that the people in charge tend to make, I think. Yeah, like, you can have a game which costs £10 and be like an awesome game if it's done right. You can have like a £70 game that has nothing interesting and feels like a complete waste of money. And the thing is, I would spend £70 on the game if it was something I can really get my time into. But again, £70 is a lot of money, and there are games out there being charged that much. And I know people need to get paid, and there's a lot of work goes into it, but it has to be high quality and something I can play for hours and hours and hours. I don't care about graphics. I don't care that sort of some texture artist has spent most of a year perfecting every single detail. It's cool. I give them credit for it. But if the game's not fun, it doesn't matter that you can see individual pores on a person's face. If the lore is not interesting, it doesn't make me want want to know more about the world. Like I want to find out more. I want to investigate the world. I want to play the game to find out more about this world and who is it and why does it function that way. If it doesn't make me do that, I don't want to. I'm not interested. Whereas this game has a very basic lore. It's a reason for the game to exist. Is that, well, people are unhappy, and so what they're going to do, they're going to revolt. They want to overthrow the Lord, and they're going to do that by pulling his house down. Simple concept, but hopefully, sort of, it's enough to people go, I like that idea. I want to throw objects at a building till it falls down. And to a certain extent, if you see it as kind of a sort of real life analogue for what's going on in different countries and stuff. Yeah, I find it harder to justify spending €70 on a game nowadays. Yeah, there's a lot of AAA games that's around that price, and there's only a couple of game series where I go 70 is a lot, but I enjoy the game series and buy it. And that's games like Assassin's Creed. I'm very much into Assassin's Creed, but the story and the world in Assassin's Creed, not only the history, the research, the recreation of the buildings, the sci-fi twist onto it, how reality deviates from our own to kind of put in things that could have happened. Very interesting stuff, and you can spend hundreds of hours not even playing the main story. I want to throw objects at a building and watch it fall down too. Yeah, it seems a fun concept. Like this game, I kind of threw the concept together very quickly because I've never made a game before. Hey, thank you for that follow. Much appreciate that, QB. And that message pops up. We have so many people who will follow me and go, hey, buy graphics off me. Hey, I can do your emotes. You go, no, just get lost. But yeah, hence why the message. But yeah, thank you very much for that that follow. Much appreciate that. But yeah, it's a simple concept. Well, I know how to make one object fly at another object in Unity. How can I make a game out of that? And it's just me kind of going, well, let's try doing different game mechanics in a fun little game, and then at the same time write the lore, the story, the world building, and the dialogue for a bigger game, knowing that I can do the mechanics in this game, and then transfer what I've learnt from this game into the bigger game. Scammers are so annoying. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get them all the time, QB. They got a script. They say, hi, how's it going? How's your streaming journey? What do you like to play? When do you stream? Which country do you live in? What's your Discord? Can I send you a portfolio? So, is that, yeah, after the second thing they post, you go, no, I know where this is going. But haven't put the time into writing a bot to get rid of them. I did try making Twitch bots at one stage, and then Twitch keeps changing the API, and you went, yeah, I'm not going to bother. I was called cute once too. Highlight of the day. I've never not been called cute. Not at least on stream. Yeah, I'm quite happy with what I got here so far, and I've learned a lot of stuff. Like these bricks are automatically generated. I have an invisible box that sits here, where the castle, the house was, and upon the house falling to a certain point, despawn the house, spawn in the box, and then calculate a random assortment of bricks, and then revealed to the player. So these bricks are never in the same place each time. You could ban certain sensitives, but they tend to not always write them the same way. Yeah. All of them are randomly generated, like the whole pile. Yeah. But there's a dome there. You can probably just about see a dome, but then the bricks sat on the dome are randomly generated. Because the amount of lag trying to generate a huge pile. So I just have a dome and generate a pile of bricks on top of it. But it's enough to think, oh, maybe it's a big pile, but I might do a bit of texturing, like a random brick texture to put on the dome, and then the rest of the bricks just sat on it. But they are just individual bricks just kind of sat there. I've just got a trigger that watches for when the projectile hits the ground, and then gives it back to the player. But yeah, there was so much lag trying to generate the whole pile. I thought, let's cheat it a bit and just make a dome. Instead of a dome, you could make a 3D model that is a pile of bricks, but good stuff. Yeah. Depending how much time and effort I want to put into this. See, I put a lot of time and effort into this hand, like this arm, so far. So it's a very basic kind of hands, but the idea being, it just kind of sticks up from the bricks and just kind of waves. But what I've been working on Blender is why it pulls that corner. That's definitely a bug. So like waves of different arms. Okay, hey, I give up. You win. Level over. And yeah, it will throw up the level complete. Replay level or move on. Inverted face in Blender. The thing is, that corner's not supposed to move, like, at all. Like, that corner's not supposed to move. I like the hand, thank you. Like, what I did, I looked on Google for a hand holding a flag, and I traced it in Blender. But I want to animate it so it kind of, the wrist moves, the elbow moves, the arm moves. Attached to a bone by accident. That's what I was thinking. I've reapplied the weight painting. Let's minimise that. Not that good at that. I'm not great at Blender. I can follow video tutorials. That's the extent of my knowledge of Blender. But I've redone the weighting on it. So we save it and export it. Let's make sure we don't have shouldn't be because I've deleted them, but let's re-export that. And delete it out of here. Let's make sure it brings it in again. Let's find the object. My 3D objects. Flag wave arm, bring that in. Yeah, it's got import warnings again. Not sure you can see that bottom left corner. It's got an import warning, and the console comes up with one vertice with no weight. So because it has no weight assigned to the vertice, Unity is applying a weight of 1. So I'm guessing the vertice is that corner. Apparently that corner has like a null weight, and Unity is applying a weight of 1 to it. So when I move it, it does that. But I've added the weight and took the weight away again, so it should be 0, but there will be assigned to bone 0 with weight of 1. I don't understand what's going on with that. That is quite frustrating because I bet you if I bring that in again now, where's the arm? Can't see the arm. I'm back. Welcome back, Jeffrey. Clearly because the corner is subdivided. I subdivided the corner because I'm trying to track down where it was. I could probably unsubdivide it. But the I's back. I still sell emotes. Welcome back. Oop, no, wrong window. Thank you, thank you. That's the window I was trying to find. I'm sure I dragged it in there. Oh, there we go. I dragged it in twice. Okay, delete the one. Ah, is it done it to the other corner now? Because it was this far corner and now it's this near corner. But it's not even the corner, it's... Is it? Yeah, it is the corner. What is Unity doing with this? It wouldn't be so bad because that corner lifting up, you would see it through the bricks. So I gotta fix it. To me, it seems like vertex being assigned a weight in the bone to Unity. I don't think it's a weight problem. Maybe the vertex is bugged somewhere, possibly. Oh, get the ban hanger. Ban. I have a suggestion though. Delete the base and redo as separate from the hand. It's worth doing there, Cube. Worth doing. Because I don't need the base. I only put the base so it has a base. I sell nudes and crypto. And NFTs. That's going to bring all the bots in, isn't it? Want some of that Hoctor crypto? I find cheap. At least it's bending it properly this time. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's pulling the top corner, which I think before it was pulling the bottom corner. So it's deforming it properly. Whoops, wrong way. It shouldn't be deforming at all. Like the whole point is that the arm moves, not the base. But yeah, let's delete it again. And I'll delete the base. And of course, if there's no base, it can't move it. Go for the whole kind of nuclear. Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. With or without the scam, I'm here for the full service. With, of course, yeah. Times are hard, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sign me up. Right, so let's go into edit mode. So I can probably delete the corners, to be honest. Might make life a bit easier. Not sure it's going to reset the weights though, that's the only thing. Thing is, I only need the centre bit as the base. By the way, I was deep into Tiberium last stream, so yes or no on co-op stream Monday. Couldn't pay proper attention due to the game. I have to check with Nick's because neither of us are working, so it depends where we physically are. Like I should be physically in my town because I need to go and get myself weighed at 7 o'clock, and we'd normally stream at 7:30. So it would make sense that I would come back here. But then if Nix is with me, Nix would have to bring their laptop. So it could work that way, but I'll check with Nix after the stream and see what we're going to do, where we're going to stream and where we're going to stream. It would make sense that we're going to stream. It would be from here. And Nix will be plugged into my my Ethernet cable on the other side of the room next to the DJ stuff. Since I thought you said since I thought you said I was busy. Oh yeah, I thought you might have been busy. You never know. You might have been busy. But yeah, I need to check with Nix as to what they want to do. Wednesday and Thursday. Fair enough. Let's do a little slicey. June 11th of June 2025 is also Wednesday. I won't be in your stream that day. I don't think I will have a stream on that day. I might be sat in a field. Yes, I will be sat in a field on Wednesday the 11th of June. Download, yes. Might be if I'm bored. Oh wow. Both be at concepts, yeah. No stream. I could probably stream from download. I'm not sure. I think the 4G connection's a bit. But my phone connection when I was at download was horrendous. I could just about get enough data to check Facebook messages once a day. Nick's was fine. Completely different network to me. But mine, no. I might as well not have a phone. Festival connections always poor. Oh yeah. Like, I might have to get another SIM card just for festivals. I did have a separate phone. Like my old phone, I put a separate card in, and I took that to festivals. And I just switched to that, and I didn't. It wasn't a contract. It was just like a pay as you go. So if I lost it or got stolen, yeah, there's no money on it. If there was, there'd only be like £5-10. So it's like, it wasn't an expensive phone. Yeah, let's roll that back, because good morning. Hey, how's it going to you there? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday. It's good to see everyone today. How's it going, dear? I keep forgetting. Whose headlines are download again? It is Green Day. I can tell you that for starters. Bear with. I have the headlines saved here. There they are. Green Day, Sleep Token and Corn. With support from Weezer, Bullet for My Valentine, Jimmy Eat World, Don Bronco, Spirit Box, Sex Pistols, Within Temptation, The Darkness, Steel Panther, Muckfly, Apocalyptica, Cradle of Filth, Lorna Shore, and Sixth, and many other bands I'm not going to start reading. Buddy Holly, yeah, the Buddy Holly. Good song. Sound like a good amount of fun. Yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. Like, I bought the tickets, like, when I literally got home from the last download. Like, I got home, parked the car, got home, so buying tickets for next year. And you get them far cheaper, but you also don't know who's playing, so it's a gamble. Is that, am I going to go regardless? Yes. I enjoy the festival. I like going to the festival. Doesn't matter to me who's playing, because there's always going to be someone that's going to be worth playing. Okay, so we've done some little subdividings there. Next year, 50 Cent headliner, and the rest are, say, 50 Cent tributes. Ugh. Yeah, if they're charging the same amount, I'll be extremely unhappy. If, however, it's far cheaper, I might go just for the experience and then throw bottles at 50 Cent. So I'm a bit lost. Thought you were going to... Oh, delete the platform, yes. I just want to try one thing before I delete it. I was going to reduce the corners. So basically make it into a smaller platform. But deleting the vertices on the edge. What's up with the platform? Platform is... I gotcha, yeah. Yeah, platform is causing me some issues here. It's the corners keep getting weights applied to them. So I was thinking if I can subdivide vertex being attached to the bone by Unity, it's weird, yes. Unity's been weird about it. Can we hide the armature? Yeah, makes my life a little bit easier. Probably a far easier way of doing this, but I'll do it by hand for now. I was hoping subdividing would actually do this job for me, but clearly not. And then this one. Could separate them, wait, paint, rejoin them. Yeah. King Diamond used to have a black cat called Magic. That reminded me of someone. Ah. Yeah. Black cats called magic seem to be a fairly common thing. Hence the one we have with Nyx. Right, so my cat was sleeping on bed. Nice. He could not be unbothered at all. Yeah, I had Damien sleeping on me a little bit earlier. I was sat on my bed, and he claws his way up my bed because he can't jump very well. He's an old boy, so he kind of claws up the bed, comes and sits on my leg, and then immediately starts snoring. Like, not purring, just snoring as he sleeps. I DM'd you a picture of a situation I put him in. He kept up post for an hour. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Oh. He looks very comfortable there. Nice guitar as well. Sunburst Strat, my beloved. Yeah, that's a cool guitar. Don't need the faces to be honest either. You're not going to see them. For one face, I can put the faces back in anyway. In fact, I probably don't even need the bottom set of faces. But what we'll do, we'll add some faces on here anyway. Okay, so we've made the base a bit smaller. So the corners that were being a problem don't exist anymore. Let's have a quick look at the weight. Bring armature back in. Back into object modes. Select the armature, select the object. Go to weight painting. So that should be the proper weight painting. It should have been before, but planning on using any modifiers like subdivision surface? Probably not. Sort of. I've kind of got the shape I kind of like at the moment. It doesn't need to be too smooth. I could probably even reduce the faces on this flagpole. Just make it a bit more low poly. But the player won't see it. The player will be like this far away. So I don't need to really add much to it. But let's save that. And export it again. Yeah, like if the player was going to be seeing it close up, definitely be new some subdivision on it. Let's delete that and re-export it. That has been exported. Where am I? Oh, yes. Now, if you do, they might look weird where the faces are handled. Blender modifiers are hate engons. Yeah, there's a lot of engons on it. There's a bridge edge loop thing. Ah, yes. Try and show you next time it comes up. Awesome, thank you, dear. Right, so before we do that, let's clear the errors. Still got that warning. Still has one vertex it doesn't like. Okay, let's see what happens now then. So the base is far smaller, but gonna add a defense thing to the enemy castle. Yeah, I was thinking for that, at least for later levels. Have the castle fight back to a certain extent. Yeah, shooting rocks back, you have to shoot out the air instead of dying. Yeah. Now that's going to be a mechanic I think would be quite fun later on. It's doing it like those corners were fine before. Assume the hand comes out the rubble. Yes. So, because the base is so much smaller, I don't think it's going to matter as much, but it's annoying me either way. I count 3 corners that are weird now, I think. Yeah, it seems so cubey. If you just lower it 1 centimetre, you won't see the base. Yeah. As that's not sticking up so much, like that only sticks up a little bit, whereas before it was coming right up when the base was bigger. I feel it's not as much of a problem. It's just annoying that it's still doing these errors, but we can roll with it. We can roll with it and do what I want to do, and then if I think of a reason to go back and try and fix it, I can do that another time. What's the time now? It's 10 o'clock. I'll just send Nix a quick message. Normally I have a chat at 10 o'clock with Nix, but I want to get this sorted. Right, so let's where is the castle? Castle holder. Oh, that's everything. It's not really a castle holder, it's an everything holder. But that's the castle. Rubble spawner. And the hide the castle, unhide the rubble. So that's the rubble spawner, that's the dome, and I want this arm to actually be inside the rubble spawner. So the sphere is not pretty much. Let's set the arm to not. And we'll adjust it from here. So make the base just disappear there. Now I don't know what's going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. So it's not animated at the moment, but I want to see what it looks like. So we'll hide it for now. All that disappears. Go back castle. Bring the castle in. Save it in case we go horribly wrong, and run the game. It's reloading. It's taking its time. Here we go, loading in. I'll get a few hits on it anyway. There's things I want to do with this cracking sound as well. Probably need to bring the volume down. And there's a trick I found out, that if you change the pitch of the sound very slightly, change the frequency up and down for every time it's hit, it's not the same sound over and over. It's like crack, 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 crack. And so it sounds a bit more natural and not just crack, crack, crack. And you kind of get toned out for it. So I'm going to give that a go as well at some point. And I say, okay, player wins, castle comes down. And the smoke clears. The actual arm will be animated. Now I think that arm needs to be slightly bigger, because we can't really see it. It's there. And to be honest, I probably don't need to sink it into the ground so much, because the bricks are kind of hiding how big those bricks are compared to the arm. So I can probably do with actually lifting that up a little bit. They are pretty big bricks, but then bigger arm, have it pop out the ground, rise. Yeah, I was thinking that actually, QB's like, once the smoke is cleared, you just see this hand push up and go, I give up. Which is kind of hilarious, because at that point there's nothing to give up. Your house is in a pile of bricks. But yeah, I'll make it a bit bigger. Make it a bit bigger. And then have it a final point to which I want the arm to actually be. So I could be probably about there. So that's 0. So that probably works there. If I set it at 0, is that 0? Yeah, that's at 0. I think it's at 0. So if the arm is at 0 rather than being sunken, because you're not going to see the base. And then make it bigger as well. scale it. Had the wrong thing selected. Right. Scale. Don't know what's going on with that. Maybe you didn't center the geometry in Blender. Yeah, that's what I'm reckon. Sorry if you're not being active in chat. I'm talking to like 3 people at once and bunning up in. That's fine, dealer. It's just great to see you. One of them being potential romantic partner. Oh, that's important stuff. Where did it go? Good luck, yeah, good luck indeed. Where on earth is that arm gone? I've lost the arm. It's completely armless. Okay, let's stop that and hide the castle and hide the rubble. Right, so that is now set to 0. We're fine with that. Pivoting. I definitely do need to look at the yeah, I still need to do some work on this model, I think. Some weird stuff there though. Right, let's hide that. Unhide the castle. Save the game. See how it looks. And then what I can do is apply the scaling to the original model. And then I don't have to scale it in Unity. See, that looks a bit better. That, to me, that kind of fits. Fits a bit better. There's enough bricks to hide the base. Of course, that's not gonna move, is it? In the pause mode. So probably need to do a bit of an animation with it. So what is the scaling? So it's a weird scaling because it's scaling different amounts for each. Now I could try just deleting the base completely. Or as you say, sort of making the base a separate part of it. If you ever need help patching a model quickly, you can rely on me. Thank you, dealer. You've offered before, and I do appreciate that. Yeah, I might when I start working on a lot of models, I would probably call on your aid. Even if I may not be on stream, you can DM me, and I'll try and help you as fast as possible. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you for the help. Where is that vertex there? Is that part of the armature? Woo! Didn't know you can have vertices in the armature. Yeah, there seems to be some weird things going on with that. I always thought it was just for bones, yeah. That's what I thought. I don't know why I got a vertex here. What is that? Stream's getting educational. Seems so. I'm confused by what that is. It seems to be part of that bit. The orange one is the center of the geometry of the object, I believe. Ah, that makes sense. So it should already be at the center then. So if I kind of it appears to be, yeah. Press it, move it by pressing shift right click. Ah, yes. So that should be the dead center then. Or set a vertex in edit mode and pressing shift S, then move to 3D cursor. Ah, yeah. I remember doing that on a video I was following. I can never remember those tips though. Right, so we have no base. There is no base. Let's you can change it with the right click and then snap the origin to 3D cursor or something along those lines. That sounds familiar, Kubi, yeah. Because that you change where the cursor is and then snap, yeah. That there's a lot of these cool little things. I need to have like a list. Yeah, so I'll just import this into the game. Have a quick look. It might give you school flashbacks, but noting down keyboard combos that they're... Yeah. Writing things down, do you there? What nonsense is that? Yeah, I should be writing stuff down. Right, let's do a save as. And call it underscore no base. I've got 5 pages of Blender shortcuts from years ago. Oh wow. Export FBX. Export as underscore no base, or your base no longer belongs to you because I've deleted it. Blender Guru, my beloved. Ah, Blender Guru. I've been recommended Blender Guru. Like the I was learning Krita and the whole notebook filled with commands. Oh dear. Ever played that game? Ever played that game? What game did I play? Did I miss something? Yeah, my friend who knows a lot of Blender, he actually made this transition for me. These brick moving things. So he recommended Blender Guru because he knows to do all that kind of stuff. Isn't it Star Fox? I might be confused. Oh, pretty cool, yeah. So I want to get to his stage. But yeah, he made that transition for me because that was just a Blender animation, and he exported it to the right settings to go into OBS and all that, and yeah, it's worked quite nicely. Oh, no, we need to have Unity up. Let's bring this in quickly, have a look, and then I'll probably wrap the stream up. Have a chat to Nix. Still got their warnings. Unless that was there before. Let's clear that. Try making soft body animations in Blender when started using it. Right, upper arm. What's going to go dodgy now? Apparently nothing. Okay. I'll play around with this a bit more. Zero wing. I did it too many verses and it took me hours. Just crashed without being saved. Oh no. Yeah, it's still coming with errors apparently, unless I just didn't clear it before. But I shall probably continue this next week. Let's have a quick look at my... Yeah, so next Wednesday there will not be a stream. Monday might have some Stardew Valley with Cultic Hikikomori and the Saurus Rex. Wednesday stream won't be a thing because it is Christmas. So I might do some more game dev next Friday. But certainly keep an eye out for that. But yeah. I want to continue with it. I want to try and get a demo of this out before the end of the year. And there's not many days left until the end of the year. So if I can get something that at least you guys can play with and see it working, that'd be cool. Let's switch over to the camera. Sorry it's been a bit of a short one tonight. Did want to start a bit earlier, but didn't get around to it. I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I'm going to try and stream on more Fridays if I'm not busy. The past month of December, it's just been, well, even November. Like November, October, November, December, Fridays have been so busy. So I had to stop doing my Friday game dev stuff and move it to Wednesday. But this week, fortunately, we had a Wednesday and a Friday game dev. So pretty happy about that. Pretty cool, short but fun one, yeah. And thank you for being here, Cuby. It's been awesome. Thank you for that follow. Thank you everyone else who's been here as well. Dear Cultic Hikikomori, the Saurus Rex, and everyone else who's lurking. I can see you in the list. Double game dev, double profits. Yes. But if my Fridays are free, I'll probably gonna double my game dev up. So Wednesdays and Fridays game dev, Mondays Stardew Valley. But I say Wednesday next week is Christmas, so if I don't see you before then, I hope you enjoy your holidays, whatever you do for Christmas. And if I don't see you until the new year, hope you have a good new year. But hopefully I'll be streaming before then. So have a good night, enjoy your weekend, and I shall be back hopefully on Monday for some Stardew. But I'll keep you guys posted. So I shall see you there. Hope you have a good night. Good night.